guys, welcome back. It's your girl here again, Peppy. To all my new subscribers, I see you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. To my oldies, thank you guys for the support. And if you're just coming across this video for the first time, or you see my face for the first time, please do well to subscribe, turn on the bell notification button so you can get notified whenever I upload new videos. So guys, there's been this video going around, the death of Osinachi, a gospel singer. She's a minister. Like she went popular when she sang this Ekueme. Like a lot of people loved her. Whatever she's singing, people are inspired. She touched a lot of people's hearts. And sadly, we lost her last week through domestic violence. So a lot of people have been saying lots of things, that the church killed her. She died because of the church, because she wanted to keep her marriage. I'm outside, guys, hence if you hear any noise. I see a lot of people saying that the church killed Osinachi, that the pastor was among the people that killed her, that the church failed her. I'm not 100% in support of that, say that the church killed her. I think Osinachi killed herself, and the family would have been in better position to help her. In as much as they tried their best to help her, but their best was not good enough. There are so many things they would have done for her. There are so many things they would have done on behalf of her to that man. What is there in ganging up and beating up that man? What is there in hiring people to beat up the man? And a lot of people will always say, like, run away for your life. If you're in a domestic violence, just run. Let me tell you guys something. It's not every man or every woman who abuses you that you can run away from. Okay, take for instance the one that happened a few months ago, a few weeks ago. The woman that burnt the ex-husband with the new girlfriend. The man left her, found a new place, found a new love. She found a way to come to the house and burn them. The man died. Yes, he left because he said he was being abused, and he left the abuser, and he ended up dying. So I was going through somebody's video today, and I noticed, like, she posted a voice note between her and Osinachi when they were trying to, I think it's an entertainment industry, they were trying to call her for ministration or something. You know what this woman said? Osinachi said, "Have you talked with my husband?" The woman said yes. She wasn't like, ask my husband if he likes the song. Whatever he goes with, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, from I heard it. I can't remember the YouTuber, but I'm going to search and maybe put it up here so that you people can go and listen to that voice note. Like, I sensed fear in her voice. So I think Osinachi is scared of the husband. It's not about not believing in divorce or being too churchy or being Christ-like. I think she's so scared of that man. And maybe if she had left, what's happened might have happened. Because some abusers, like, if you leave them, they will hunt you down, look for you, and still hurt you. So there are so many ways you can treat an abuser. Some abusers need to be abused. The family would have tried more. They would have, like, find their means. Yeah, the mother tried, the sister tried. But what about beating up the man? Maybe sometime. They didn't do it. Remember also the sister saying that Osinachi is so nice. She doesn't like trouble. She's so cool. And me looking at Osinachi from her pictures, we don't really know her so well. She looks so cool, like someone that does not like trouble. If they really know that their daughter is like that, they would have fought so hard for her. They would have beat up that husband of hers a long time ago. Like I said before, some abusers need to be abused for them to calm down. Now, another painful thing is that Osinachi took the husband's hatred for love. Like, the man hates her so much, to the extent of tying her up and asking the kids to come hit her. To the extent of, like, taking away her 2 cars and letting her use public transport. That is hatred. She misunderstood the hatred for love, which is so bad. Which I think that she needed help from her people. It's not about the church. Yes, the church failed her, but not like 100%. It's not really 100% their duty to come and drag her out of the house. I think the family would have done more. The family would have fought. I don't know if Osinachi has maybe brothers or so. Even if she doesn't have brothers, they can go and buy people. They will just tie her and bundle her out of the house. So people talking about church, yes, the church failed her. They would have rendered a little bit of help. And what the pastor Ebenezer, or I don't know what his name is, was saying about Osinachi and the husband coming to him about her health and all that, it's a lie. I think the pastor's wife, they knew she was suffering or she was going through domestic violence, but I did not expect them to do that much. But the family would have done better. The family would have helped her. They knew exactly the kind of child they gave birth to, so they would have done something for her. They could have even taken the matter to the police and make the man sign some kind of statement that if anything happens to their child, he will pay. At least that thing would have scared the man. Do you understand? They didn't do much for her. I expected the family to do more. So it's not just about the church. The family should have done much better for her. She should have fought for her kids. Even if she's too churchy that she can't fight, she should have at least fought for the kids. Because the Bible said that the kingdom of God suffered violence, and only with violence can the children of God take it by force. I do not know what some other people understood by this Bible quotation, but for me, I explained it in my own way. The kingdom of God suffered violence, only with violence. After all, in the Bible also, there's a place Jesus Christ flogged the devil out of the church with koboko. So she should have fought the husband. She should have fought for her life. And she's like someone that if you're beating her, she'll not even do anything. So she should have tried her best, at least, not for herself, and do this for these kids. Now she's gone. May her gentle soul rest in perfect peace. But really, church failed her, but the family failed her more. I'm sorry to say that is my own point. So I'm going to attach some of the pastors' recent interview talking about what they knew about her problem, of which I think it's not 100% true. I think they knew a little bit that she's going through domestic violence, but they couldn't help her. So I'm going to attach the video and let me know what you think. But for me, I don't believe them. I don't believe they do not know. They knew. And I heard that Osinachi also confided in some of her friends, in some people, including the pastor's wife, who also was always telling her, pray. You cannot change an abuser with prayers. Maybe you might be doing any other physical things to change the abuser and just use prayers to just surround it. But just to sit down and just pray for an abuser, no. It can't happen. It can't happen. So guys, I'm going to attach the video and listen and see and hear what the pastor said. I'm going to end this video here. Please do well to subscribe if you like this video, and do not forget to turn on the bell notification button so you can get notified whenever I upload new video. And do not forget, Peppy loves you all. Ciao.
We bring you greetings in Jesus' name.
We are in a season that calls for sober reflection in the light of the passing of our beloved sister Osinachi Nwachukwu, who is a kingdom asset and a generational asset to this generation. In the light of so much misinformation, in the light of so much misconstruction of events, I decided to set straight what I know concerning the situation. Over 2.5 months to 3 months ago, she came to see me with her husband with complaints of chest pain, respiratory distress. I prayed for her and prayed again. And when the symptoms did not abate, I counseled that they go to the hospital to help us to know exactly what we were dealing with. And they asked if I could assist, help them facilitate that process. I called our head of medical team, Dr. Sang, who is consultant pediatrician with the Federal Medical Center, KEFI, to assist handle their situation. And he called the Federal Medical Center, Jabi, called colleagues there where they attended to them. On seeing her, they ordered some investigations after examination, and that included CT scan, computerized axial tomography scan. That was done, and from what the doctors saw, they felt that there was need for further investigation, either at the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital or the National Hospital in Abuja. I called the doctor, consultant pulmonologist, respiratory physician at the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital, Dr. Ako Alexander, told him the situation, and he asked that they come to see him immediately. And they went to the Gwagwalada Teaching Hospital. After they had examined her there and saw the situation, they felt that there was a need for histology and biopsy of the lung tissue. And they asked that she go to the National Hospital to get that done. I again called the Dr. Jibrin, who is head of pathology and consultant histopathologist of the National Hospital in Abuja, and reported the issue to him and to help us go ahead with the investigations and find out what exactly happened. I am calling names and calling places because the people are available, are alive, and they're all verifiable. And then they continued the management. The histology was done. From what I saw at that time, the picture was much milder than what the CT scan earlier on showed. And so we felt very happy that at least there was relief. She called me daily, and we literally daily, and prayed with her. She reported progress. The point came where she needed no oxygen anymore, according to what she said to me one night, and that they checked her oxygen perfusion, and it was 100%. And we were very, very excited at that progress. That was the point it was before we went over to the crusade in Cameroon. It was in Cameroon the second night that I got to know of the unfortunate incidents of her passing. Now, if there was domestic violence that led to or coincided with those symptoms that she came with 2.5 months to 3 months ago, there is no way I would know. And if there had been perennial domestic violence, there was no way I would have known. The things we're hearing after her passing were things that were very, very strange to my hearing. Then I began to ask questions. First, I asked the twin sister, were you aware that your sister passed through all these things? She said yes, she knew some of them, but that the majority of them she was hearing also from those she confided in. I asked her, I said, if you knew, why didn't you let us know? And the twin sister said, she always begged her, please don't let the church know, don't tell the pastor, please, the man will change, please, just pray for us, the man will change. And that continued to happen. I asked the first son yesterday, I said, was this real? And the son told other stories. And I said, so why didn't you tell me? Because typically they will run to me after service and I'll pray for them, lay hands on them. Why didn't you tell me about what was going on in the home? And the young man said, they couldn't tell me because the father would always ask them after they left me and said, what did you tell the pastor? Did you tell him anything? And so on and so forth. Other members in the choir who were privy to this, some of the things that were going on, I asked one of them when we paid the visit